So there are just many of us coming together to connect with each other, to connect back with ourselves on this inhale and exhale process that we have been going through. So for those of you who haven't been with us before, I'll share a little bit about that, and we can move into a couple of slides to just share where we've been and where we're going. So where we are now is the inhale. And the inhale is really where we drop into this kind of cross-pollination and this sensing into what's emerging within each of us and within all of us. So if you've been here with us, we started on March 27th, and you see that kind of wavy line that moves through each of the dates. In each inhale week, we move into this space of being together as a global community in this way. And in each exhale week, we invite you to go back into your own, perhaps local community or your own context and explore various practices that we have shared with you in the GAIAjourney.org site. In each of these moments, we've invited you to check in with a social solidarity circle or to start galvanizing around topic-based hubs to be able to consider what new world is possible that we are all co-creating together. We've kind of completed the first stage of our journey together where we moved through deep listening and dialogue with one another. And now we're right at that midpoint, and we've been where we're dropping into an embodied practice of being able to see and sense what is ending and what is emerging for each of us. And as we do that on an individual level and in our small circles, we also start to see what's emerging for us as a global community. So that's what we're doing in our inhale now. And as we move forward, we will begin to start to connect with what is wanting to happen, what is calling us forward, what action can we take. But for now, we sit with this deep resonance space. So in our first conversation, we really shared this feeling that many of us have been feeling, that everything I've gone through in my life has prepared me for this moment. We realized that many of the systems and the actions that we've been taking, they're not working anymore. They weren't sustainable to begin with. And now we have to tap into our own inner sense of agency. Otto says, when systems fail, people rise. And that is now the time for us to figure out, okay, so I'm ready to do that, and how? And so we've been gathering together to dive into that. We've heard from some incredible speakers, Vandana Shiva sharing about the commons and the colonization of the mind that we're breaking free from now. Dana Cunningham shared with us about structural violence being a set of human agreements and how we might move from structural violence to structural love. We heard from Noel and the Aboriginal Noongar elders in Western Australia, who reminded us that what we're needing to do now is just to tend to our place in our path and see how the destination emerges. And all of that to say that some of that feels really great, and we can step into that place of possibility often. And there are often times where we feel stuck or we feel like we can't, and it's just not possible, or we feel helpless. And all of that is okay. All of that is welcome. And as we move through this, it's not a linear path. It's not just here, okay, now I'm here and then I'm moving to the next place. That we're in this together and continuing to evolve the micro shifts inside us and the practices that we can take to continue to move forward and to evolve in a way that is right for us as individuals and for the world.